And now, for those of you here, this next fella needs no introduction. He is your pastor, the pastor of Two Rivers Baptist Church, our host for tonight, Dr. Jerry Sutton.
Tony, thanks a lot. Y'all be seated. I got to talk fast. The most religious nation in the world is India. The most irreligious nation in the world is Sweden. We are a nation of Indians ruled by Swedes. As Christians, we've been called to be salt and light. That means we're to preserve, to purify, to reveal, and to clarify. Pastors across America, I want to say this to you. You are the leaders. You speak for God. We care about our country. As time passes, we have watched our nation's moral foundation and moral fabric decay before us. Griswold versus Connecticut. The Supreme Court discovered that there were emanations from the penumbra of the Constitution. Let me translate that. That means we can make it say anything we want it to say and mean anything we want it to mean. That was the predicate for Roe v. Wade and Doe versus Bolton. By the way, if you've not studied this, you understand that the conclusions were determined before the first word was ever argued. Already determined. I've heard a lot recently about Terri Schiavo. She was murdered by a combination of an adulterous husband, a corrupt court, and a medical establishment with no conscience. Now, let me say this. Donna Bonsall, on the 11th of November 2004, at the Democratic Leadership Council, had a round table. She was speaking. They were unpacking the election of the days before. She said, I'll tell you what our problem is. We did not get our message out. Let me tell you what the problem is, folks. They got their message out. That's what happened. And what I want to say is we want to get our message out. We can boil it down to, she said, you just boil your message down to single sentences. Let me give you some single sentences. Number one, it's a new day. Number two, liberalism is dead. Number three, the majority of Americans are conservative. Number four, you can count on us showing up and speaking out. And number five, let the church rise.
It was judges, not people.